Gather around the campfire, boys and girls. Papa Leon has another story to tell you. And in order for me to tell you this story, I'm going to need you to close your eyes and imagine you growing up in the world, trying to figure out what it is you want to do with your life. And you decide you want to become a boxer, and you train hard. You train real hard. You practice with the best of the best, and all that hard work pays off, and you are currently a champion in the year 2023. But along the way, you get what's known by everyone as an ego. And that ego allows you to talk just a little bit of shit because you can clearly back it up. But along the way of talking some shit, someone from your past puts out a video of you being put to the ground via a punch. And you are very upset that this video is being broadcast in the here and now. And instead of doing the most honest thing anyone would do in the situation, basically saying, you know what? Yeah, you knocked me down, but guess what? I'm the champion, motherfucker, and ain't nothing you could do about it because I'm in a whole different scenario of weight class and I'm a woman, so you can't come and get the championships from me. You instead bitch, moan, groan, complain about pads and gloves.
For real, and now y'all talking about some, oh, she called out Keith Thurman. It still remains that Keith Thurman do not have any boxing skills, and he got power too. Him and Rolly need to fight each other. And Rolly, next time I see you, you can put your dukes up because I'm gonna punch the out your ass because whenever I see you in person, you bow down and you be respectful. That's period. But then you want to come to my inbox talking about somebody hating on you. You don't flatter yourself. Is you stupid? Hating on Rolly. You sound stupid. I can guarantee you that Savannah Marshall can whoop Rolly's ass. Shakur gonna whoop Rolly's ass. Devin Haney gonna whoop Rolly's ass. Tiafimo gonna whoop Rolly's ass. Ryan Garcia gonna whoop Rolly's ass. So Rolly, while your punk ass came to my inbox, I will square up with you and whoop your ass. Literally. I will come to TMT Gym and literally put my hands on you. I will embarrass you with all that power you got. I will embarrass you, little. For real. I don't know how far your daddy had to go across the ocean and swim and swim for his freedom. You was an ungrateful. For sure, because your daddy did all that to get you over here, and then as soon as you fought pay-per-view, you got your dumb ass knocked out. And then after that, they give you an easy fight to come back against a 50-year-old man, and then you lose, and then you accept the victory. I would have handed that man his belt. Man, here you go, man. I already know I lost the fight, even though they said I won. Here go the belt. That's what you did. You should have gave that old man his belt. You know what? I'm a contact that old man and give him one of my belts because I got 13 of them. It's okay because if I can have 12 of them, that's fine. But I'm going to go ahead and get an old man one of my belts because he sure do deserve it.
I spar with men. And, I mean, I drop men. I bust men nose. I beat men up all the time. It's weird, like, if I was to say, like, which is the guy I think I could beat up. I think I could beat up Keith Thurman.
Really?
I really do. I think I could beat up Keith Thurman, even though, they like, oh, he beat Sean Porter. I think I could beat Sean Porter too. Skill-wise and just strength-wise. I think that they may be stronger than me, but their boxing abilities isn't like mine. Triple G, he's older now, but I can give Triple G a run for his money.
But
I give him a run for his money.
How you think you can hang in there with honestly? Because this is gonna make me.
You know what? Power for power isn't a question because what is boxing? Boxing is a sweet science. It's not about strength.
And might I add the funniest part, threaten networks and fans that show you getting put on the ground via a punch. I don't understand how anyone could be so brain dead to think the proper response to people showing you going through something very basic in sparring, which is getting punched and then falling to the ground, probably getting back up after the fact and saying, let's keep it going. I don't know. I wasn't there in 2018. I was too busy beating my meat. But I would assume that would be the outcome in a basic sparring practice. But no, we got to talk about padding. We got to talk about how we almost got a knife. We got to talk about suing because it's important to let everybody know you're the bad bitch and everybody else is just bottom feeders trying to suck on your toes.
You see, this is what's wrong with the sport of boxing. because you got sensitive motherfuckers like Carissa Shields who run around here talking all this shit about how she can whoop a man, how she want to fight Keith Thurman, how she'll whoop Rolly Romero, how she'll whoop all these motherfucking grown ass men who just so happen to be boxers like her. She really feels like in her heart of hearts that she can whoop a man's ass, and I disagree, but if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. So don't get mad and upset whenever a motherfucker put out a video of you getting dinged on by nobody, a no fucking body. And with that being said, right, if you got dinged on by a motherfucker that nobody know, I mean 99% of the population don't even know who the fuck that was in the ring with you, right? Then can you imagine what Keith Thurman would do to you? So can you please put to bed this whole bullshit talking about you can whoop Keith Thurman and you can beat him with one hand or one arm behind your back? I mean, god damn. Make it make sense. Yeah, I said it, and I didn't stutter.
I don't think you have a leg to stand on in court because you're looking at a video where it would be up to everybody to understand the basic rules of boxing because it's not the UFC, it's not WWE, it's not an Alabama boat brawl. So you kind of have to go via the rules of boxing, and I believe this wouldn't be considered a knockout. I would believe that it would be considered a down. I would think, based on how dizzy you are, the referee would come look at you and say, 1, 2, 3, or maybe a video game is not the real point of reference I want to use for something real as boxing, but you know, simple life was a simple life at a simple time. But I think you're letting your ego get to you, and I think you're letting it make a lot of decisions that are not wise for you. I think it would be best if you back that traction up and you don't threaten random people with defamation suits because they're sharing a video of something that happened to you, which is basic in your profession from years ago. It's just that clean, it's just that simple. But I would like to know, what do you think in the comment section? Do you think she has a leg to stand on in court? I don't, but I would love to hear any legal practice expertise in the building that would love to give me a reason as to why she would have a leg to stand on in court. Have your egos ever been hurt to the point where you're going to threaten lawsuits with people? Or do you take it on the chin and realize that in this life, nobody could really touch you because they're all screaming over a fucking telephone? Subscribe to the channel. I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.